am writing this answer based on my numerous personal interactions and discussions with two of my roommates, during my college days, Shashank and Abhinav, who wanted to launch their startups. One of them was into manufacturing pens made of recycled paper and other guy was into launching a startup involving drones manufacturing. We would often discuss about how to attract investors, raise money and commercialize their ideas. Unfortunately, they failed at it after trying sincerely. And each time I think of entrepreneurship, I can't stop recollecting all those discussions I had with them. I feel that the basic problem lies in glamorizing entrepreneurship way too much. Seems like everybody wants to be called an entrepreneur these days. As a result of that, many young entrepreneurs have highly unrealistic expectation of what is involved in running a startup. They think it's all fun and games, and that all you need to do is find someone to sign a check, raise money, and you're in business. They think of themselves as being the next Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk and truly believe their idea and passion will help save the world. I'm not saying it's wrong to dream big, but it's more important to have realistic and reachable goals in life rather than aiming too big to succeed. Don't get me wrong. I am not trying to discourage anybody reading this. Just don't take too much risk with your money. 'Cause it might indirectly affect your loved ones and lot of other people associated with you if something goes wrong. The reality is that running a startup is a hard task. It's a lot of work which involves sleepless nights and having to deal with cash crunches, unhappy customers, and angry investors. It's not something which should be taken lightly, and we need to bring some sanity and reality back into the system. The truth is that most people are not cut out to be entrepreneurs. You should question yourself if you are, and they will just be miserable trying to run a startup. They will end up wasting a lot of their time and energy, and will end up being unhappy and disillusioned if they don't have a conviction that they will succeed and set realistic goals. But we should never generalize things, because there are quite some people who have succeeded with their startups. I strongly believe that luck also plays a vital role in your startup's success. Being at the right place at the right time can do wonders. These are known by rookie entrepreneurs. Rookie entrepreneurs say they wouldn't jump into an idea if it isn't $1 billion idea or it can't change the world. But why is that? My opinion is, start small and think big. Sometime the small can leads you to bigger things. You never gonna know what are you capable of or where this idea can take you, if you don't start. Most of the unicorns that we have today started with a small amount of people. Start with a small number of people, brings you a lot of benefits. First, you will get better and more sincere feedbacks and then you can improve your product based on these feedbacks. Second, it is better to fail when you have a small number of people using your product. If you have a lot of people using it and suddenly a big bug stops everything, people will lose the trust on it and many customer will leave you, especially today, when people discard things without thinking twice. Another thing, don't discard the circle of people that you already know. Maybe start with them. They already are your friends and they want the best for you, maybe not all of them haha, but you will get more honest feedbacks as well. Just be alert to get an honest opinion, especially from people that you already know. They will say good things just to make you feel good, but maybe this didn't reflect the truth. Also, don't be intimidated by your age. It is a myth that successful entrepreneurs must be teenagers or less than 35 years old. Let me give some examples of guys who started their companies in their 30s, 40s, 50s. Ray Kroc became an entrepreneur at the age of 52 and built his business to the most successful fast food chain in the world, that is known as McDonald's. Mary Kay, founder of Mary Kay Inc., built a profitable business from scratch at the age of 45. Amancio Ortega, founder and former chairperson of Inditex Fashion Group, started his entrepreneur journey at the age of 36 along with his wife. He is currently the richest person in Europe, with an estimated net worth of $72.8 billion United States dollars. Colonel Harlan David Sanders, was in his 60s when he launched KFC. There can be endless reasons for not starting early. Sometime you don't start what you always wanted to and that makes you unhappy for the rest of your life. When I was young, I told my dad that I need about 20 mil to retire and I knew how to get it. He said I was crazy. That was 20 years ago. I'm still not near my 20 mil, though I'm still trying to realize this dream every day. 3 years back, I sold a small cosmetics brand I created in China to another Chinese company for only RMB 300k. Quite pathetic if you ask me. But I was willing to sell it because I know the limitations of the brand, the revenue it was generating, and that most probably I would not have the means to develop it further than its current state because I would be working on it if I knew how. In short, I am getting realistic about my valuation of the world. A few of my friends said that they would not have sold it if they were me, not at this price. I laughed and said that's because they are not me. And out of curiosity, I asked how much they would have bought it for if they were buying it from me. Sincere answers I got were like 1 mil, 2 mil. I smiled and said that it means I sold it at the right price. Their valuation was not based on the brand itself, but on my capabilities as a business person or as someone getting the work done. But the fact here is that they were only buying the brand and not me, and in no part of the agreement was I supposed to continue working for the buyer of the brand. So the error in price judgment. My ideas would most probably be worth more, but ideas would just be ideas when there are no means of executing them correctly. I have a million ideas every year, but few come to fruit as we know it.